Elon Musk and xAI just did something that has almost nothing to do with how smart Grok is, and everything to do with where you are about to run into it. As of this week, Grok is no longer something you have to go open an app for. It is showing up inside Google Docs and Microsoft Word, the exact windows millions of people already have open every single day for work. So I went through the release notes and the actual marketplace listings before recording this, because a claim like free inside your docs in Word tends to hide the more interesting part in the fine print. And the twist here is not a new capability. The twist is that xAI just skipped the step every other lab has been fighting over for 2 years. The step where you have to convince someone to open a new tab. This video walks through exactly what shipped, what Grok can actually do once it is sitting inside your spreadsheet or your inbox, and why this quiet rollout might matter more for xAI long-term than any single benchmark chart. We are starting with what actually happened this week, because the how of this launch is doing more work than the what. The quiet launch nobody shouted about. Here is what shipped, as of around July 28th. Grok is now available as a free add-on across the full Google Workspace suite, meaning Sheets, Slides, and Docs, and separately across Microsoft 365, meaning Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. Installation is a single step from the Workspace Marketplace or the Microsoft equivalent. No separate account setup beyond signing in, no waitlist, no tiered access gate mentioned in the listing itself. Notice what is missing from that description. There was no keynote. There was no flashy demo video with dramatic music. This dropped the same week xAI was already busy shipping other things, including an upgrade to the Grok build command line tool and continued rollout of the cursor router integration from a few days earlier. Compare that to how OpenAI or Google typically handle a new product surface. Usually a dedicated announcement, a blog post walking through use cases, sometimes a live stream. xAI just put Grok inside the tools you already use and let people find it. That pattern is worth sitting with for a second, because it tells you something about strategy rather than about the model itself. To be clear, quiet does not mean secret. This is confirmed, it is live, and it is documented in the marketplace listings themselves. Quiet just means xAI chose distribution over spectacle this time, and that is a very different move than the one xAI usually makes. Keep that distinction in mind, because it explains almost everything in the next section. What Grok actually does inside your documents. Once installed, Grok functions as a sidebar assistant inside each app, and the feature set lines up with what you would expect from an AI Copilot at this point in 2026, though the packaging is what makes it notable. Inside Sheets and Excel, Grok can read a selected range, explain formulas already in the sheet, generate new formulas from a plain language description, and summarize trends across a dataset without you having to export anything. Inside Docs and Word, it can draft sections from an outline, rewrite passages in a different tone, and answer questions about the rest of the document while you keep working in the same window. Inside Slides and PowerPoint, it can generate slide outlines from a document or a prompt and suggest structural edits to an existing deck. Inside Outlook, it can draft replies and summarize long threads. None of these individual features are new to the AI assistant category broadly. Copilot has done versions of this inside Microsoft apps for a while, and Gemini has been inside Google Workspace even longer. What is new is that Grok is now doing it too, for free, without you needing a Grok subscription or an X account tied to it, based on the marketplace listing as published. That last part is the detail worth underlining, because free access to a frontier-grade model inside the tools you already have open all day is not a small thing. And it is the kind of detail that gets lost if you only skim the headline. Worth being precise about which model is actually doing the work here, since the announcement itself does not specify a version number. Grok 4.5 is the current released flagship from xAI, launched a few weeks ago at roughly $2 and $6 per million tokens for input and output, with strong efficiency numbers on tasks like SWE Bench Pro, where it scored around 64.7%. Grok 5 has not shipped yet. It remains in the rumored and reported stage with no confirmed launch window. Based on the timing and the fact that Grok 4.5 is the model xAI has been actively pushing into every new Surface this month, it is reasonable to assume the Workspace and Office integration runs on Grok 4.5 under the hood. But xAI has not confirmed that model version specifically for this integration, so treat that as an educated inference rather than a confirmed fact. It is also worth asking what this integration is not. It is not a Grok-branded standalone Office suite competing directly with Google or Microsoft. And it is not a sign that xAI is trying to build its own document editor. xAI is renting space inside two ecosystems it does not control, which is a very different bet than trying to build a third one from scratch. That is a meaningfully smaller ambition than it might sound like from the headline, and it is worth being upfront about that rather than overselling the move as bigger than it is. The real reason this matters is distribution, not just capability. Here is the part that actually explains why this launch is bigger than it looks. For the last 2 years, the AI assistant fight has largely been fought on model quality. Whoever scores highest on the latest benchmark gets the headline that week. What xAI just did sidesteps that fight entirely by going straight for where people already spend their working hours. Think about how most people actually interact with AI day to day. It is rarely a dedicated chat app opened specifically to ask a question. It is far more often a moment inside something else, a spreadsheet that needs a formula, an email that needs a faster reply, a slide deck due in 20 minutes. Google and Microsoft have understood this for years, which is exactly why Gemini and Copilot are built into their respective suites, rather than living only as standalone apps. xAI just bought its way into both ecosystems at once, for free, in the same week. This also fits a broader pattern from xAI this month. The cursor router integration from a few days prior plugged Grok into a tool developers already have open constantly. The Grok build command line upgrade extends that same logic into terminal workflows. And now the Workspace and Office add-on extends it into office work broadly. 3 different surfaces, 3 different audiences, developers, terminal power users, and everyday office workers, and the same underlying strategy each time. Stop asking people to come to Grok, and instead put Grok where people already are. 4th move this month, not the first. And that consistency matters more than any single one of these launches on its own, because it suggests a deliberate distribution push rather than a series of unrelated feature drops. If you use any of these platforms for real work, this is worth trying directly rather than waiting to hear whether it is good, because the install cost is genuinely zero, and the barrier to testing it yourself is about as low as it gets. What nobody is putting in the demo. Here is the honest limitations section, because a free launch with no keynote also means there is a lot xAI has not spelled out publicly yet. There is no independent benchmark data specifically measuring Grok performance inside these document and spreadsheet contexts, as opposed to its general chat and coding benchmarks. A model that scores well on SWE Bench Pro is not automatically the best model for summarizing a 10-page contract inside Word, and nobody outside xAI has published numbers on that specific use case yet. Label that a real gap, not a settled question. Data handling is another open item. The marketplace listings do not spell out in detail how document content is processed, whether anything is retained for training, or how this compares to the data policies Google and Microsoft already have in place for their own assistants. For anyone planning to use this with sensitive work documents, that is worth checking directly in the permission screen before installing, not assuming based on how other AI tools in the same category behave. And there is the free part itself, which deserves a healthy dose of skepticism rather than blind enthusiasm. Free access to a frontier model inside 2 of the biggest productivity ecosystems in the world is either a genuinely generous move to win market share fast, or a temporary promotional window that quietly narrows later once enough people are relying on it daily. xAI has not stated a timeline either way. History across the AI industry generally favors the second read over the first, so do not build a permanent workflow around the free tier without a backup plan. One more honest point worth raising. Google and Microsoft could, in theory, restrict or remove third-party AI add-ons from their marketplaces at any point, since Grok is a guest inside platforms xAI does not own or control. Neither company has signaled any intent to do that, and a wide marketplace listing generally suggests a working partnership rather than a fragile one, but it is a dependency worth naming plainly rather than assuming away. Anyone building a serious daily workflow around this should keep that structural reality in mind. The verdict. Here is the 2-part honest read. Technically, this is not a groundbreaking capability upgrade. Everything Grok does inside Sheets, Docs, Word, and Outlook is functionally similar to what Copilot and Gemini already do in the same apps, and there is no independent data yet proving Grok performs better in these specific contexts. Strategically, though, this is one of the smarter distribution plays xAI has made all year, because it removes the single biggest barrier to daily AI adoption: the extra step of opening a different app, and it does it for free across both major productivity ecosystems in the same week. The model did not get meaningfully smarter here. The path to actually using it every day just got dramatically shorter. That gap between technical and strategic is really the story of xAI this entire month. Model launches get the headlines. Distribution wins the actual daily usage war quietly in the background. And this week, xAI clearly chose to fight that second war. Whether it pays off depends on retention numbers nobody outside the company can see yet. And that is exactly the kind of follow-up worth checking back on. Zoom out, and this fits a pattern bigger than xAI alone. Every major lab is currently fighting the same two-front war. Better models on one side, and easier access to those models on the other. OpenAI has ChatGPT built into more surfaces every month. Google has Gemini stitched through its entire ecosystem. And now xAI has effectively done the same move in a single week without a single benchmark chart. The lesson underneath all of it is simple. The best model rarely wins by being the best model alone. It wins by being the one already open when you need it. If you already have Google Workspace or Microsoft 365 open right now, this is a 2-minute install to go see for yourself, rather than take my word or xAI word for it. Drop a comment with which app you tried it in first, and whether it actually held up against Copilot or Gemini on a real task. Because that comparison is exactly what the next deep dive on this channel is going to dig into directly. And if you want to keep catching these quiet moves before they turn into the next big headline, subscribe. Because xAI is clearly not slowing down this month.